The village of Amokechi nestled between thick forests and rolling hills in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Life there moved slow, like molasses dripping from a broken jar. The rooster's crow signaled not just the rise of the sun, but the start of endless gossip, toil, and the pursuit of survival. Among the children who roamed its red earth paths was Obinna, a sharp-eyed boy with a tongue slicker than palm oil. At 17, he was no ordinary village youth. He wasn't the strongest. He didn't own a bicycle like the other boys. But he had something they didn't, a brain wired differently. Obinna could imitate any voice, forge any handwriting, and convince a woman to sell him soup on credit with just one smile. His father, Pa Okoro, was a retired hunter, now a cassava farmer, known for his discipline and pride. He raised Obinna alone after his wife died of fever when the boy was 5. Everyone thought Pa Okoro's sternness would mold Obinna into a fine man. But discipline doesn't always override desire, and Obinna desired more. That year, Amokechi buzzed like a disturbed beehive. Prince Jidiofor, the king's only son, had returned from the United Kingdom after 10 years abroad. He wore suits in the heat and drove a black SUV that looked like it came from outer space. He came with a mission to invest in the village's future. New school blocks, a clinic, and a scholarship fund for intelligent students. To apply, villagers had to submit handwritten applications with bank details and identification. The prince promised to select 10 recipients for 1 million Nigerian nairas each. Everyone cheered. Elders danced. The king's bell ringer lost his voice from announcing it daily. But not everyone was dancing. Obinna saw an opportunity, not for school, not for progress, for profit. It started small, using the prince's logo printed from a village cyber cafe. Obinna forged documents and sent anonymous messages to villagers. Congratulations, you have been shortlisted. Pay 10,000 Nigerian nairas for verification to this account. People paid. Then Obinna got bolder. He cloned the prince's official WhatsApp line, mimicked his voice using AI at the cafe, and sent voice notes. My dear citizen, you've been chosen. Just follow the process. 10,000 Nigerian nairas became 50,000 Nigerian nairas. Old women were selling their goats. Young men borrowed from cooperative societies. Even the chief's wife sold her gold wrapper. In 2 weeks, Obinna had swindled over 1.8 million Nigerian nairas. He buried the SIM card in a banana grove and stashed the money inside an abandoned well behind the church, locked in a rusted iron trunk. And he celebrated alone under the moonlight, whispering, Obinna the Great. But things fall apart when greed grows faster than wisdom. People began asking questions. Where's my scholarship? Why haven't I been called again? Why is the prince's voice sounding different? The real Prince Jidiofor was confused. He summoned the elders. He demanded the village square meeting, a rare and serious gathering. That evening, under the mango tree beside the ancestral drum, he thundered, This village has disappointed me. Someone among us is a liar, a criminal, a disgrace. That person has used my name to steal from innocent people. He raised a hand. Whoever finds a thief, I swear on my father's throne, will receive 5 million Nigerian nairas and a chieftain's title. But the thief will be cursed and sentenced to life in prison. There was silence, then murmurs, and somewhere behind the bamboo fence, Obinna felt the chill of fear for the first time. Pa Okoro had no interest in gossip, but when his neighbor's son Ikenna told him about the messages they received and how it all matched Obinna's handwriting, he felt something shift in his chest. That night, He waited until Obinna slept. He opened his son's school box, and beneath the false bottom, he found a notebook filled with copied voice scripts, account numbers, and names. His hands trembled. The next morning, he followed Obinna silently, pretending to go hunt yams. He watched his son sneak into the old church well, and he saw the trunk. Money, wads of 1,000 Nigerian Naira's notes, the prince's stolen gold pen, fake ID cards. Tears welled up in Pa Okoro's eyes, not because of the crime, because his own son had become the shame of the land. Pa Okoro didn't sleep that night. He didn't eat. He sat at the edge of his bamboo bed, staring at the moon, whispering to the gods of his ancestors. If I expose him, I lose my only child. If I keep quiet, I betray my king and my people. He walked into the shrine of Dibia Naji, the village priest. The old man didn't speak for a long time. Then he said, "Sometimes the gods test a man not by what he's willing to die for, but what he's willing to lose." Pa Okoro walked out with a heavy heart. The next morning, Obinna came home to find a trunk of money sitting in the middle of their compound, and his father sitting beside it with a shotgun across his lap. Obinna froze. His father stood. "Sit down, thief." Obinna tried to speak. Pa Okoro slapped him so hard his ears rang. "I raised you with pride. With my hands, I killed wild animals to feed you. And this is what you become? A con artist." Obinna dropped to his knees. "Papa, please." "I was going to stop, but you didn't." They sat in silence. Then Pa Okoro stood. "I'm going to the palace." Obinna grabbed his leg. "Papa, please. They will kill me." He wept, not the tears of guilt, but the tears of fear. Pa Okoro stared at his son, and did something no one expected. He walked inside, locked the door, and burned the notebook. Then he poured kerosene on the stolen money and set it on fire. Black smoke rose into the sky like a demon escaping judgment. Villagers gathered. "What's happening? Is it a shrine cleansing? Did someone die?" Pa Okoro emerged from the smoke, ash on his face like a war general. He looked at the crowd and lied. "I found this trunk behind my farm. It was filled with fake papers. The thief dropped it and ran. I destroyed it. Let the prince know the money is gone, but his name has been avenged." The crowd gasped. By nightfall, the village was buzzing, but the prince was silent. He came to see Pa Okoro himself. The prince looked Pa Okoro in the eye. "Are you sure you don't know who did it?" Pa Okoro stared back. "I'm an old man, my prince. I can barely walk, but I still have shame. I burned the thief's in. Let it be enough." The prince nodded. Then he dropped something on the bench, a brown envelope. Sometimes honor deserves a reward. Then he walked away. Inside the envelope, 2 million Nigerian Nairas. No title, no name, just silent thanks. Obinna sat inside, head buried in his knees. "Papa, you saved me." Pa Okoro didn't smile. "You owe this village your life, and you will repay it by living right. From now on, your hands will work. You'll dig wells, build fences, and sweep the palace yard until your soul is clean." Obinna nodded, crying. 5 years later, Obinna is no longer a boy. He walks with quiet pride. He built the palace gate. He teaches children math in the community center. He sings with the choir on Sunday. He never leaves the village. And though no one knows what really happened, people say, there's something about Pa Okoro's son. He used to be wild, but now he's wiser than the elders. The prince, now king, still watches him quietly. And once a year, he sends him a note that says, "Even ashes, when cool, can become clay again.